right. So as we get ready to start, just want to make sure that we are fully live. Crown says hello to everybody. All right, awesome. Hey, as you come on in, do me a favor. For those of us who are watching live, please introduce yourself. Let me know. Let me know your name, city. Well, you don't have to say your name, but your city and state or country that you're chiming in from. Welcome, everybody. And do me a favor and invite a few people to join us live, honey. We are live. As we get ready to get started, though, I'm just extremely excited to have you guys here. I want to, hold on one sec. Welcome, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this broadcast. As we get ready to get started, please introduce yourself. Let me know what city and state you're chiming in from. And 1 second as I send out one little message just to everybody and let everybody know to join us live. I'm so excited about this training. It's going to be good. Trust me. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So 1 sec. Just want to make sure we get at least 20 people here before we get started. At least 20 people here, and then we'll get started. Make sure you invite somebody that you know that's in the coaching space. Get them on here. We'll get started when we get 20 people live, okay? $20 people live. When we get to 20, then we'll get started, okay? Want to be a coach? $20 people live. We're at 9, so we got to get to 20. So once we get to 20, we're going to get started. So invite somebody to join you, tag somebody on this post, let them know they need to join us on this live broadcast as we get ready to get started. I'm definitely excited to have you guys here. Again, don't forget to introduce yourself. Let us know what city and state or country you guys are chiming in from. Join once we got to get up to 20, y'all. So we only at 10. We got to get this number up. Got to get this number up. Who do y'all know? Tag somebody, invite them, share this on your profile. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let's see. Who do we have? We have, let's see. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hey, Billy. Well, good morning to you as well, Billy. Hello. Let's see. Where is everybody chiming in from? We have Danny McGee, Washington, D.C. Hello, love. All right. Let's see. What else? We have Stevie Aisha Mills chiming in from Roanoke, Virginia. We have Regina Keenan, Lady Lioness, chiming in from Buffalo, New York. We have Tara Staples chiming in from Detroit, Michigan. Hello. Billy in Houston, Texas. Stephanie in Dallas, Texas. Hello. We've got to get to 20 people live. So right now we're at 14. So who else can you invite so you can get this information? Hey, Nana out of Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. Hello. We have Patricia out of New Jersey. Hello. Y'all got to get some people on here so we can get started. Candy's in Orlando, Florida. Hello. How are you guys doing? Okay. All right. We're about to get started very soon, y'all. This is today's topic is how to get more coaching clients, y'all. We're going to be talking about that. By the way, what kind of coaches are you guys? If you're in the coaching space, let me know what kind of coaches you are. What kind of coaches you guys are. Where do you coach? What do you coach in? Thank you so much for the love. Okay, we're at 18. Once we get 20, we're going to get started. We got to get to 20, though. At least 20 live. I know we're going to have hundreds of people watching the replay, but we got to get to 20. So who can you invite? Let's get some folks on here live. All right, let's talk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else has joined us live? We have, let's see, we have Charmaine out of Gainesville, Georgia. Hello, hello. Lavondra out of Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, today we're going to be talking about how to build your coaching business and get more clients. We are at 19 right now. We just hit 20. We just hit 20, so extremely excited, guys, to have you here. I'm here in Houston, Texas, at my house, and I'm so excited, guys, to talk to you about the coaching business, and we're going to get started. So, again, as you guys come on in, please, make sure comments. Please share this video. Please tag people and invite them to be a part of this free training, 100% free, that we're going to be doing today, and I'm extremely excited to have you guys here. Now, a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Virginia, so hey, everybody to the East Coast, now living down south in Houston, Texas, and so I love it, I love it, I love it. And let me tell you, how did I get into the coaching space? First of all, I never wanted to be a coach. I never wanted to have the title coach. I guess because you just hear so many people that get into the coaching space and I don't know. Myself, I just like even when I never wanted to get into sales, I just always attached certain type of things to that topic itself, coaching. But needless to say, y'all, I ended up getting into that space, and now we are coaching hundreds and hundreds of people. The way that I got into coaching was that I started off in the network marketing space. And if anybody has ever built a network marketing company, multi-level marketing company, automatically, if you become a leader, it means you recruit at least one person, you automatically become a coach, right? And so you have to help other individuals to be able to achieve the goals that they have within their network marketing space. At least that's what we did within our organization. I did a lot of coaching. We did coaching calls. We did, everything, right? And then I ended up writing a book. Now, this is the second edition of it, but it's called A Six-Figure Vision, Tips to Making More Money, Happiness, and Success. And this is the second edition of the book called A Vision to Freedom. Hello, Elisa. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And guys, keep on putting what you coach in because I see everybody posting what you coach in. Very good. I wrote that book, A Vision to Freedom, at the time was the title because I wanted to be able to recruit more people into my network marketing space. Well, how many of y'all know that God, he definitely shows up in weird ways, right? When we ask him to show up. Well, that was what I had come to find out. Writing that book was going to take me on a journey that I never thought that I would be on, because I ended up doing my very first workshop, opening up my very first program, teaching people how to write a book for business. Since then, y'all, we've helped hundreds of people to become authors. We've helped hundreds of people to be able to take their book, develop talks, and even a lot of people now are getting into the coaching space. And I've learned a lot along the way. Side note, when I started my coaching business, I started off because I left my network marketing company with zero, right? Well, if we want to say something, my first offer that I ever made as a coach was to enroll into my program for $497. I had 6 people that actually signed up for my very first offer. Mind you, no video was recorded. I didn't have any video trainings. Like the way we have System Mastery set up today, top notch, nothing compared to what we had when we just got started back in 2015. Okay. So I want y'all to understand that some of us were putting our offers and things out there because we feel that we don't have everything that we need to have in place in order to succeed. And that is opposite from the truth, because you already have the value within you. Okay. And so you just create different opportunities for people to be able to work with you. So we do have over 28 people who are watching us live. I know we're going to end up with hundreds of people watching the replay. And so welcome to all the people who are watching the replay. So excited to have you guys here. And for those of you who are live, I'm extremely excited because you're going to be able to ask questions through this process and you're going to learn a lot. Okay, so look, I got a little knot in my throat. So I'm going to go get some water real quick because, I mean, while I would love to be able to just sit here and talk, I got to have water because I'll be coughing all in y'all ears. So hold on one second. Okay, so the reason why I just did that in the middle of this presentation is because I knew I was going to have to get some water, but I wanted to do it while I was doing this presentation to just give y'all some live examples of how you ain't got to have everything perfect. So let me sip on this. Because many of us, we also are afraid to get started because we think everything has to be perfect. And it does not. Y'all see, I just did a whole pause in the middle of this training to get me some good water. Oh, flow water. They need to pay me some money for doing that. But anyways, I'm excited because everything does not have to be perfect for you to get started. You just got to get started. Okay. So I want everybody to type this into space. Get started. Get started, because this is so important, guys. You've got to get started if you want to be a coach. And I'm going to go over some details here for you guys in this training. I've got some notes, and so I want to make sure that I'm able to help you. All right. So tip number one is you need to identify your area of specialty. You need to identify your area of specialty. Do not be a generalist. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay. Are y'all ready? Because this is probably one of the most difficult to get people to understand, because many of us, we want to be able to help everybody, help everyone, do everything, do all, right? And the truth is, guys, is the more specific you can be, the more valuable you become. Let me give you an example, okay? When I first started doing the Show Your Success workshops, I just was calling them Show Your Success workshops because what I wanted to do is I wanted to show people how to have the kind of success that I had by building a network marketing business, and also the same things that I did there, you could apply to your own traditional business. And so I knew that writing a book was one thing that helped me. I also knew my social media helped me to be successful in network marketing. I also knew that my public speaking, if I didn't take public speaking programs and courses and get some coaches in that area, I know for a fact I would not have done as well in the network marketing space. See, I continuously invested in myself. So what I did was I created a program where I basically was helping people to have all kinds of success in all different areas. Now, while that sounds great and all, doesn't that sound really cool? Super great, right? Well, what was happening was people were coming to learn about what I did. I mean, I didn't have a problem getting people to show up. However, the challenge is people were not deciding to become clients or students. And the reason is because they were like, well, I only need this part. I only need to know how to write a book. So since I only need to know how to write a book, I don't really need you for your other services. I don't think this program is for me. Many of us, we're providing too much stuff. We think if I cover all these different options, then everybody's going to want to work with me. And the truth is a confused mind does nothing. And so you've got to get so specific. And I'm telling you this, the more specific you become about your area of expertise, your specialty area, the more valuable you'll become in that place. It does not mean, though, right? Listen here. It doesn't mean that you can't necessarily then branch off to other opportunities. If you notice, if anybody ever goes to systemmastery.org, that's where you go if you want to get started as a student, right? And you don't have to do it, but I'm just letting you know, go look at systemmastery.org right now. You're going to see there's several different courses available. There are several different courses available in the System Mastery University. However, most of you guys know me for introducing you to book writing success. And some of you have heard about me introducing you to the public speaking success, but the goal is to bring y'all back into what? Book writing success. So instead of me going out here and trying to become a master of all, right? Look, I am literally doing talks every single month on writing a book for success. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. And so you've got to be out here being so specific. And yes, I get it. Well, Taria, I offer all these different things. Whoever invited Sheila, thank you so much for inviting her. I offered all these different things. I had all these different gifts. I had all these different talents. But what I found is that when I decided to be a specialist versus a generalist, I made more money. Let's give another example. Anybody ever been to emergency room and you went to go see a general doctor or a family doctor? And a family doctor, they oversee, everything going on within your body, right? Right? But when you have something specific in an area where they're like, okay, there's something going on with this area, right? You're going to have to go and see this specialist. Let me ask you a question. Who makes more money? The brain doctor, I don't know what the title is, brain doctor or family doctor? Who makes more money? A brain surgeon or a family doctor? Thank you, Stephanie, for inviting her. Who makes more money? The brain surgeon or the family doctor, right? Y'all think about that. And so why is it that the brain surgeon makes more money? Because he is specifically trained in a special area of the body. He is more valuable in this aspect than the general doctor, because if there's something specific going on within the brain, it's going to cost more money. Does that make sense? And hopefully that makes sense, right? So the specialist is who makes the most money. So coaches, I saw some of you guys post what it is that you coach in, and we're all over the place. And it's not a bad thing. At least you have an idea, because some of us don't even know where we want to start, right? I know for me, I honestly didn't know. I didn't know where I wanted to start. I just knew that I had to do something because I didn't want to go get no job and I didn't want to join another company. That was my truth, okay? So you've got to become a specialist, not a generalist. Number 2, who is your ideal client? Okay, here's another tough one for my coaches. Ideal client. I can't tell you how many times I see people that tell me, Taria, I work with everyone. A person who works with everyone works with no one. The more specific you can be on who you serve, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. How to identify who I work with? Look at yourself first. That might be the best way to break it down. What are some characteristics about you that you can now apply to your ideal client? How many of my ladies are single? How many of my ladies are married? How many of my ladies have children? How many of my ladies do not have children? How many of my fellas work a corporate job? How many of my fellas work as not corporate and not your own business, but you work as an independent contractor? How many of my fellas here are married? How many of my fellas here are single? There's so many different ideal clients out there, and many of us are afraid to hone in on just one specific type of person because we think we're going to miss out on money. How is that working for you? And I know that sounds tough, right? How is that working for me? I mean, who are you talking to? No, seriously, how is that working for you? Because I can tell you this, if you're one of those people, you say, I work with everyone that has, let me just give you an example. Let's just say your specific coaching is on building credit, period. I help you to get your credit right, right? And so I work with specifically, though, single mothers, right, who are entrepreneurs. That's my target market. That's my target market. And that's how I serve. Now, does that mean that you won't end up having married mothers? You probably will, because the results will show. Does that mean that you won't end up having husbands or single men? You probably will. But when you target in on who you serve, it makes it easier for you to market, and it makes it easier for people to identify with you. Imagine this, going to a networking event, instead of leading off of all the titles that you have, you specifically say, I work with empty nesters who are trying to figure out what their next step is. Now, you might say, I'm a purpose coach. I help people identify their purpose, but your specific market are women who are empty nesters. Do you know, let me see. Let me Google this if I can find that statistic. How many people become empty nesters per month? I don't know if it's Googleable, but we'll see if they find something. Let's see. It's they have something on Washington Post about empty nesters deciding whether to go or stay. I don't know. I'm trying to find if we can get a quick number. But clearly, over 41 million results on empty nesters. Is there a target market there? Is there a target market with empty nesters? Hell yeah. Is it single fathers? Let's Google single fathers. Any single fathers watching right now? Over 157 million results. And 2.2 million households father raised their children. 2.2 million households fathers raise their children without a mother. Is that a target? Is that a good market? Hell yeah. Guys, we cannot be afraid to hone in. And the key thing that I always recommend is look at yourself. That's the first way to start. So when I started, I was looking, my target market was that of a single woman between the ages of 25 and 45 who had had some success in business and who was African American. That was my target market. Why? Because most single women between 25 and 45, because that's about the age I look, right? That's had some success in business, they're trying to grow and go to the next level, and they're African American, they directly relate to me. Now, okay, well, why is it that you don't want to keep it all nationalities? Again, I was looking for an ideal target market. Now, this is what's also really good. I know exactly where to find these kind of women. Single women they make a little bit of money in business, they're ready to expand and grow. I know what kind of restaurants to go hang out. I know what kind of networking events to join. I know what type of organizations and groups to be a part of because I know exactly who I serve. And because I'm so targeted, 9 times out of 10, most people, they serve everybody. I'm going to eliminate any of the challenges with being able to serve my target market. Now, throughout the years, does that mean that I've only worked with women who are 25 to 45? No. Does it mean I've only worked with women? No. Does it mean that I've only worked with African American women? No. I have a whole array of clients. But when I was first starting out, I needed to be able to spend less time trying to market myself and being very specific with a target group of individuals so that I could be able to produce some results. Is this making sense? I hope this is making sense, y'all. I hope this is making sense. All right. So anyway, so back to what we're talking about. Number 3. Create your, and I hate calling it this, so taboo, elevator speech. Create your elevator speech. Elevator speech. I said alligator. I guess I'm thinking about alligator. I don't know why. Create your elevator speech, okay? And in your elevator speech, oh my goodness, I'm going to ruffle some feathers. Oh, I'm about to ruffle some feathers. Some of y'all gonna get pissed at me. Some of y'all about to get pissed at me. Is it okay that I tell y'all some truths real quick? Y'all gonna get pissed with me. I promise you. By the way, y'all, this water, it's got ginger in it. It's alkaline spring water. I know Danny would appreciate this. It is ginger flavored. And I got it on Amazon. All right. Okay, you know what? This is how I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask this question this way. Do you think that your client is more interested in results or your title? Just type results if you think results or title if you think title. Results if you think results. I'm really not trying to show y'all my nails. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're real cute. But it just happens that, that's like results or title. Oh, this actually tastes really good, though. This tastes good. Because it's like a hint. So it's not strong ginger. Like, I thought it was going to be gross. Results or title. Which one do you guys think? And I don't want anybody to feel bad. We're coaching here, okay? We're coaching here. So if you think title, please put title. If you think results, please put results. Okay. So so what I want to do is open up the vision a little bit. Okay. So out here in Houston, Texas, there is this dentistry company that they play on the radio all day long. They play on the radio all day long. And all they do is they talk about your experience. i.e. your results. And they talk about, and I'm going to see for some of y'all that are here in Texas, if y'all know who I'm talking about, they talk about when you come in, how you're going to be treated. They talk about the fact that even if you don't have insurance, they have very low very low payments where you can pay and be able to get your teeth still fixed. They talk about the speaker, you get the Beats by Dre, you can watch your tablet, and you can get all these great things, and all you got to do is just come on in, come schedule your appointment. Anybody know of who I'm talking about? They're always on the radio. Who knows who I'm talking about? See, the reason why I finally made a decision to go to them is because, first of all, I kept on hearing about these incredible results. And to me, results are everything from your experience. Yes, correct. Mint dentistry. Now, what I did not do is when I went in there, y'all, I went in and I got all my stuff done. In fact, it was incredible. I didn't have no pain. I had a chance to listen to music while I was getting it done so it could break my distraction off of all that, them cleaning my teeth and stuff that I hate. It was amazing. The experience was amazing. Let me tell you one thing I did not do. I didn't ask my dentist how many degrees she had. I didn't ask her where she went and got her degree. I didn't ask her how long has she been practicing dentistry. I didn't ask her if she had any additional certifications. All I know is I wanted to come in there and get my teeth cleaned. And this was the place that I had been told, based on what I've been hearing, this is a great place to go and you should go there. What was it that I was paying for? Title or results? See, I was paying for results. And the reason why people make an investment to whatever the product or service it is that you have is because your product or service is going to provide to them the kind of results that they want. Many of us as coaches, and look, I was the same, so don't feel bad at this. I would get hung up on my title. And I quickly realized, Taria, you don't pay for something based on a title. You pay for something based on results. And so when you're giving your elevator speech, it should be about results and not necessarily on the title. In fact, when I give my elevator speech, I don't even tell you my title. I don't tell you I'm a coach. I don't tell you none of that because none of that is necessarily relevant. What is relevant is who I serve, the number one challenge that they have, and how I help to solve them. When you are able to pinpoint who you serve, the number one challenge that they have, remember I said number one, if you're all over the place, a confused mind does what? Nothing. Who you serve, the number one challenge that they have, and how you help to solve them. And when you talk about how you help to solve them, it's not about the journey. It's about the destination. If I was to tell people, let me give you an example. Let's say I was a travel specialist or some sort of, right? Travel specialist. And guys, this is not just for coaches. This is for people that provide a service, whatever it is, this can help you too, a product, et cetera, right? And so let's just say I'm in the travel business and I'm teaching people about let's say I teach people about travel, right? And so I might say something like this. I might ask a question. Hey, who here loves to travel and would love to learn how to help other people do the same? Great. Well, what I do, y'all, is I actually work with single mothers that are trying to figure out how to have the time freedom, enjoy life with their children, and at the same time, travel the world and make money doing so. And the way that I do that is I do it by, number one, is showing you how you don't have to pay to travel. I show you also how you can get other people to come with you and how to have an incredible experience. And so, Do you see? Now, let me tell you what most people do. Most people will say, well, my name is Taria Avant, and I am your top travel specialist. I help all people take trips all across the world. You can be able to take trips and do this and this. In fact, we also have an income earning opportunity where you can make money. And so if anybody here want to make money traveling, well, I can help you make money traveling. I can show you what you need to do, X, Y, Z, and D. In fact, we also have a 5 simple program. Number 1 is we get you started. Number 2 is we show you all the details of how to be a travel agent and how to do this. We also get you on our coaching calls that we have every single week. We also have live conferences and things like that you can come to. So a lot of people, they focus on the destination. A lot of people focus on the titles. A lot of people focus on stuff that overwhelms people, and they never pinpoint who they serve. And so you've got to come up with a strong elevator speech. Number 4, let your ideal client get to know you better. With today's social media, I promise you, social media has taken stuff to a whole nother level. If you want somebody to actually invest into you as a coach, they got to know, like, and or trust you. Not and or, and trust you. They must know, like, and trust you. You want to get into a space where people are spending $997, $1,997, $2,997 and beyond. These are going to have to be people who connect with you. Okay, they have to connect with you. They got to know that they like you, right? Now, this is the deal. How do you make things like this happen? You got to be sociable. And that doesn't mean that everybody need to have your phone number. They can pick up the phone and call you anytime. In fact, all my coaches, stop giving out your number if you want people to value your time, especially your clients, okay? That's a little tip. My coach, I can't get her on the phone. I can't just call my coach on the phone. In fact, I want y'all to understand the coaching program that I just invested into doesn't even allow me any one-on-one coaching calls. It's all group coaching. I got to upgrade to another level in order to get her one-on-one. And that's only like 2 to 4 times per year can I get her one-on-one. Not mad though, because her value is worth it. Her experience and everything is worth it, right? And so as a coach, guys, you got to make sure though that people know, like, and or trust you. Know, like, and trust you, not or. I don't know why I keep saying or. They got to have all 3. They got, like, they know something about you. Some of us, we're so private. Some of us are not willing to share. Some of us are just keeping all of our challenges and stuff to ourselves. And now this is one thing. I'm going to make a disclaimer to y'all. Okay, I'm going to make a disclaimer. Me, I can be a little bit more open about situations that I'm dealing with, right? I can be a little bit more open than many people. And I'm just looking at something real quick just to see. Okay, I can be way more open than a lot of people. Now, one thing I don't do is I don't make it a habit to continuously complain about situations, because that's not really cool. But I will share some challenges that every now and then I go through. The key, though, is that you got to be able to share the challenges that you've pushed through, not necessarily that you're going through. And if you're in the space of, like, for example, if I was in a space of life coaching and I'm teaching people how to be better and how to, be stronger and powerful and things like that, well, then I might not share certain aspects about my personal emotions and things like that because I'm in life coaching. But I'm in business coaching and I teach people how to make money. Okay. And so sometimes I'll share certain aspects because I know that I target single women as well, or even single women entrepreneurs. That means they might have a significant other, but they're primarily running their business. I share situations about the singleness of my life, right? So I shared, being single. I posted a picture the other day. Ladies, remember, target market is women, right? Ladies, don't be afraid to treat yourself. So I had like food, or I was putting food in my mouth. I don't even know where I was at, but I was doing that. And that post is getting a lot of people. I post pictures of my dog. I post pictures of Crown all day long. Why? Because people, Crown, you want to say hi to the people? Because people love Crown, especially my fur lovers, my fur moms and dads. Come here. You say hi. Especially my fur moms and fur dads. Everybody loves Crown. He's like, I'm not really here for it today. I was resting. But why do I do things like that? Because I know that in this space, you got to be willing to show your genuine self. And none of this stuff is fake. It's not me being fake or trying to put on a different persona. If you meet me in person, I'm going to be the same person. Y'all, let me tell you something. Even in the space of coaching, as a coach, you cannot be a person that wants to be a people pleaser. Okay. And so when you're wanting people to know you, you got to be real all the time. I've got some people, they mad because I tell them the truth about themselves, but that's why you hire a coach. If you didn't need a coach, you would be where you want to be. Right. And so you've got to be able to have that person who's going to be, you got to be that person that's going to tell the truth. You're not trying to be a people pleaser, but people do get a chance to know a little bit about you and they can know, like, and trust you. Okay. So it's very important that your ideal client gets to know you better and they can know, like, and trust you. And the ways to get people to know you better is utilizing social media, doing events, right? Workshops, et cetera, broadcasting. So sometimes y'all know I get on a broadcast and I might just be random, right? I do random stuff and I don't try to fit the mold of what other coaches and how other coaches are. Because that's cookie cutter to me. Who the hell want to just keep working with the same kind of people all the time, right? And so for me, I like to be myself. And if somebody doesn't like it, they were not assigned to me, and it is okay. Yes, it is okay if they're not assigned to you. Everybody type that in. It is okay if they're not assigned to you. All right. Now, number five, make it easy to do business with you. Make it easy to do business with you. What does that mean? Well, make it so that it's not difficult for people to be in touch with you. So some of the ways that I make it easy is I do strategy sessions. If you go to visionstrategysession.com, you can see where you can get a strat. It's not free. Okay. It is a strategy session so people can do stuff. Now, every now and then, like today, what I'm doing is I'm doing a free training. Right? I'm doing a free training and I'm getting the opportunity for you guys to get a chance to see what it's like working with me. Right? I give you a chance to see what it's like to know what I know. You know, I've spent over $100,000+ recently, just invested into a $24,000 program. My goal is that, guess what? You understand the value by seeing what it is that I have to offer. Right? And so once I do that, then I make it available for you to be able to work with me. Right? Now, is it free? No, it's not free to work with me, right? But I make it easy. So visionstrategysession.com. I also make sure that I'm readily available on social media. My place of where I do most of my communication is Instagram. I do a lot of DM messaging. So if anybody messages me on Instagram, you always get a response back, right? You see, I'm messaging people right now. See, you always get a response back if it's business. But anyways, Facebook, I don't do as many inbox messaging. I do have a virtual assistant who sometimes will send messages, but I get so much spam messaging on my personal Facebook. If you do message me on my business, though, of course, I do make sure to respond back in that, though. But make it easy for people to be in touch with you, okay, as a coach. Number 6. Okay, this is another one that's going to ruffle some feathers. This is another one. Because I put a post and I saw all these people commenting. I was asking who was a coach, and I had all these people replying, well, I'm certified in this and certified in that and certified in this and certified in that. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the certifications. And if you have been certified in any space of coaching, congratulations, that is huge. But for those of you who are not certified and you're allowing that to be a reason why you haven't stepped out into your purpose, let me tell you where your certification is. Your certification is that you've experienced this. Your certification is in the journey that you've gone through. Your certification is that you know how to do what you know how to do. You might be you might help people organize their life. You might help you or organize their homes. That's a little bit of coaching in there. You're really good at doing that. You don't need to be certified to show people how to do what you already know how to do. Now, the only time I recommend that you invest into anything where it teaches you how to be how to do something is, of course, how to be a better coach, how to create your course, how to show people the value, the specific steps that you need to learn of being that coach. But ultimately, guys, the area that you're going to coach in is going to be an area that you know how to do, right? You know how to get engaged. Shoot, you might help people get engaged. That's your coaching, right? And so, and we don't have to call ourselves an engagement coach. I don't even know what my coaching title is anymore. I don't know. I can't tell you the last time I said what my title was. I just know what I do. Help people to become certified entrepreneurs, baby. What is that? It's an author that makes multiple streams of income leveraging their book. That's what I do. And so nobody has ever asked me, was I certified in this? And nobody ever asked me, how long have I been doing it? Nobody ever asked me any of that. So for some of us that feel like I got to get certified in this, I'm telling you guys, the best certification is the fact that you've lived it. And many of us overlook, this is another thing, many of us overlook the expertise that we have because we see Taria Avant over here coaching people in books. That's what I want to do. Because I wrote a book. I wrote a book too. So now I'm going to do what Taria does. And really, okay, I'll give you another example. I had a young lady, I won't say specifically what her challenge was, but she wrote a book of overcoming a terminal illness, right? And I told her that she needs to get into that space of coaching women going through that. And there's all kind of organizations. And even if it's a woman who can't necessarily pay, there's so many organizations. In fact, I just left this event and it was a young lady who does cleaning. She has a cleaning company. Okay. She has a cleaning company. And what she did was she honed in for her nonprofit on helping women battling cancer to be able to come clean their house. Well, she's raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to do this. Okay. And so she's helping women with breast cancer. How amazing is that? Well, what if that's something that you've overcome and you want to help specifically women that have overcome breast cancer or that are going through breast cancer and you want to help coach in that area? See, I want y'all to understand that this is an area that you could be able to be very specific and targeted. But because she wrote the book and then she saw what we were doing, all of a sudden she allowed her vision to be tainted and said, you know what? Well, I want to teach people how to write books too. See, a lot of us, we're looking left and we're looking right. And at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, I want people to know, like, if you feel that God has called you to teach other people to write books and public speaking, the stuff that I do, by all means, go do it. But I see so many people that have had a journey in their life where they can help so many people be blessed. But because we're looking at what somebody else is doing, counting somebody else's bag, we miss out on the opportunity to bless the people that God has assigned to us. And so, guys, you got to figure out what is the journey that you've experienced, what have you overcome, things that you do without even thinking about it, and how can this be a way to help other people? I literally left an event where this woman does yoga. She had a 3-day conference. Only 2 people showed up. She sold her package she had a package for 13 grand and she sold one of the packages for yoga. Yoga. Come on, y'all. All of us have $1 million gold mines that we're sitting on of experience. So stop trying to be certified and know that your certification of your journey is good enough. Number 7, here's another tip. This is a more specific tip. Create a private Facebook group that you can use training with, right? I have my Show Your Success group, but I also have my System Mastery group for all students. But you know what? Create a group that you can have like-minded people or people that are specifically within your target market that you can do trainings with. Okay, that you can do specific trainings with, whatever that is in the area that you solve. Now, you don't want to do free. Y'all ready for some good tips? Don't do free trainings on the stuff that you also charge for. Okay, if you charge people, if you teach people how to organize their life, you might do a free training on why is our life so cluttered, right? So make sure that your free training is not the exact thing that you charge for. Also make sure when you're training, give value. Give value. Don't be afraid to give good value. Because if you want people to value you, you've got to give it out. Okay, that's a law. What you sow, you shall reap. And so make sure you're not afraid to give out good value and utilize Facebook groups. Like create you a Facebook group specific for the target market and how you solve them. And I'm talking about, it may be private, but I'm talking about a live one where anybody can join. I'm not talking about the paid ones. That's a whole different training, right? I'm talking about a live one where you explain exactly what it is that you offer. Why Facebook groups are so dope is because also everybody gets notified, especially if they're actively engaged. You know, Facebook is creating all these great things where you can welcome everybody who's joined the group and tell them to join the event. You can post the event. People can see the event. It's really good, okay? Especially also for those of you who want to be able to leverage, you know, you might be maxed out on your friends or whatever it may be. You can have unlimited number of people to join your Facebook groups, okay? So create you a Facebook group that is specific for your target market and helping to solve the challenges that they have, all right? And then the eighth and final tip that we're going to be talking about today is, and I've said this before already, is stop being all over the place. Stop being all over the place. And let me tell you the reason why many people as coaches, we're all over the place. One day we coach on this, then the next day we coach on that. And then tomorrow you're going to coach on this. And then next week I'm going to coach on this and all these different things. Now, granted, what I've done is I've earned, okay, and not with everybody, I want y'all to understand, but I've earned a little bit of respect in the community of the people that I coach, right? So because I've earned a little bit of respect, that means that I can say, hey, I'm going to teach y'all this was this XYZ, thus and that. But everybody knows what my main goal is, right? I want people to be authors. I want people to leverage their book to build multiple streams of income and become certified entrepreneurs, right? So with that said, I can still offer different trainings, but when I first had to start out, I had to make it that book writing was what I did morning, afternoon, and night. I breathed book writing. I ate book writing. I slept book writing. I bleed book writing. That's what I teach. And many coaches out there, I'm seeing it. Like, I'm seeing it. One week you teaching people how to do this, then the next week you're teaching people how to do that, and you haven't yet established a client base of people that are getting results from you. The key is figure out what you want to coach in, hone in on it, and get results. Get results. By the way, don't get results for free. Let's make that number 9. I'm going to throw that in. Look, I'm going to tell y'all because I tried this myself. I created my coaching program, and I gave some people, with the exception of just very few, I gave some people access to my program for free in exchange that I could be able to find out what results they would get, and I could use those results as testimony. With the exception of maybe 2 people that I had given access to, then none of them do the work. Because people respect what they pay for. And when you got these people out here trying to tell you that, be careful of these coaches, or, don't invest in no coaches. Let me tell you something. You should learn from every coach that you've ever invested in, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You should learn from every single one of them, okay? You might learn some things that you don't want to do, okay? You're going to take a nugget. But the key is, guys, people respect what they pay for. And some people don't respect what they pay for at all, but I know this. I don't know one person that's going to respect what they got for free versus what they've paid for. And so, no, I don't give away all my value for free, because I know that I can sit here and teach everybody what to do exactly. And only about 3% of the people watching will even do the work. So, and it becomes a disservice to everybody else, because everybody's like, well, I can haul off. I can do this by myself. I can get it done. Absolutely, right? That's the intention. That's the goal. But how many of us know that life gets in the way? How many of us know that distractions get in the way? And so when you're hiring a coach, you're not just hiring a coach because they have the knowledge. You're hiring them because they're going to hold you accountable. You're hiring them because they're going to be able to take you from the level of not knowing to knowing. And yes, you could probably go online, all the coaches out here, you can say, well, dang, what I offer other people, they can just go Google it and find it for cheaper. You better stop thinking like that. You better increase your having level, because I know people who do go try to do that. I can't tell you how many people have come to me that thought that they could write their book on their own. They didn't want to invest into what we were offering, and they've now lost out on hundreds of thousands to even possibly millions of dollars because they created a cover that doesn't sell. They created content that doesn't convert. They created a marketing plan that ain't working. I can tell you how many people have done it. They tried to do it themselves. They hired an editor, and the editor didn't know what the hell they was doing. They then tried to get their book formatted, and they ended up spending thousands on thousands. I can't tell you how many people came to me. They spent $5,000 to $10,000, $20,000 on editors and formatters instead of just saying, hey, let's go through you. So you've got to think the same exact way, because what you have is of value. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to charge for your value. Does that make sense? Even if they got to start off with $97 or something, do not give away your value for free. Okay? Don't do it. Don't you do it. All right, y'all. So let me see. Does anybody have any questions? So somebody was asking me, I saw the question earlier about who is my coach. And I'm going to tell you this. Most coaches will never tell you who their coach is because they have a fear. They have a lack mentality. But anybody that thinks the way that I think, the way I feel, is that if I share who I'm learning from and you decide to invest in me, you're not only getting what they know, you're getting what I know. But anyways, that's just my whole mentality. Lisa Sasevich is the woman that I invested in as my coach. And so I'm excited about that. We're going to be doing some great things, myself as well as my team. And anybody who's a System Mastery student, that's an active System Mastery student, you're going to be learning so much because of the value that I'm receiving from her. So does anybody else have any additional questions? I don't have lack mentality, guys. I've learned that, some of us are here. Some of us are connected to other people to make a connection to someone else. And if I am walking in that purpose and doing what God has called me to do to make that connection, I know that the harvest shall come. It just may not come from that person. It's going to come from the connection. See, what I know about seeds is that when you plant a seed into the ground and it comes up out of the ground, it doesn't come up exactly where the seed was planted in all situations. Sometimes the roots, they expand and grow, and you planted the seed over here, and next thing you know it came up over here. And so a lot of times, guys, we got to remember that, guess what? That just because you planted the seed doesn't mean the harvest won't come. It just may not come from that exactly where you planted it. So don't have that mentality, guys. Don't have the mentality, if I share with you what I'm learning, then it's going to take away from me. If I give you what I know, you know what I'm saying? Or if I even know some coaches who won't give you every single thing about how they do what they do. Does that make sense? Like, let's say I'm teaching you about book writing, and then I have a fear that I don't want to teach you every single thing I do in the book writing course, because then you're going to try to do it, but you can't be me, right? And what I mean by you can't be me is you're not assigned to the people who are assigned to me. And so you have an assignment, and you have a group of people who are assigned to you. So never be afraid of that. But does anybody else have any questions? I missed the event in Houston due to babysitter issues. Can I replay this? Yes, you can. Cassandra, you can definitely replay this. This is some coaching training that we talked about today. Anybody have any questions? Yes, thank you, Charisma. So let me tell y'all, I'm going to be speaking on her stage in May. How about, I didn't even know that it was a contest. Like, I didn't even know that it was a contest that you would get the opportunity to speak on her stage. I just wanted to share it with key individuals that were ready to see something like that, that anything is possible. And you can't really share it to everybody because everybody not ready for that information. Oh, thank you, Kiana. She says, I'm full. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, I'm just so excited. Hold on, let me share some of these posts. But yeah, thank you, Charisma, so much. Lisa Sasovich was awesome. And yeah, we will be going to see her in May. I'll even tell you, because, I invited some of my mastermind students. Like, I invited my students to go see Lisa as well, with knowing the fact that they may be inspired to want to not be in my program and want to be in her program. But again, when you build a relationship with your students, when you build a relationship with your mastermind family, if you have a mastermind, they're going to know where they are. And again, God just continues to increase our territory and bless us. And so I don't have that fear. And we got to stop as coaches, y'all, being afraid to be able to share platforms. We got to stop being afraid to connect and collaborate with other people. It's just too much of that happening in our world. Stephanie says, I'm going to listen later on this evening, multitasking at a bowling tournament. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us. My Instagram is Vision Avant. So just like my Facebook, my LinkedIn, Twitter, everything is Vision Avant. Vision Avant. Vision Avant. All right. Yes, Elisa, you definitely need to be in the place with us for sure in May. Cassandra says, you have a sister in Dallas interested in becoming a speaker, not sure where to start. She's only on Instagram, so I'm watching for her. Okay, well, thank you. I hope she finds me as well. Definitely appreciate your love, and make sure that she finds out a way to schedule a session with me, a discovery session, and finding out if we can do some things. Now, I know some people want to know if they can get on the phone with me live, which is cool. So this is the deal. I have two different ways that you can actually speak to me. I have a discovery session. Know that the discovery session is not a free coaching session, okay? It's a discovery session. It's to identify what your next best move is, okay? What is it that you may need help in? And if we have anything on our campus that can help you, that is a discovery session. However, we also have a strategy session, which is a 1-hour coaching call. I also just want to make you guys aware that very soon I'm going to stop doing 1-hour coaching calls. I just understand that, after I've made this investment, doing these 1-hour coaching calls is not as productive for where it is that we're going. We plan to pay out $1 million in commissions next year, and I can't be doing that just only doing one-on-one calls. We've got to have groups of people that are joining us, that are out here promoting, that are making some income. So I'm going to be soon getting rid of doing my one-on-one strategy sessions. The only way you could do a one-on-one would be as if you are an actual student within the program. But if you're interested in doing a discovery session, it is free for 15 minutes. What you'll need to do is you'll need to email my team, support@showyoursuccess. You have to qualify for it though, so we're not just giving it to anybody that just want to get on the phone. And so if you send this email to support@showyoursuccess.com, it is a free 15-minute discovery session. If you are trying to write a book and you want to write a book and you understand the power behind it, if you want to become a public speaker and you understand the power behind it, any of that, even if you're in the space where you want to better your coaching business and get more specific one-on-one help, that discovery session, what it does is it helps us to identify what's the best move for you and if we can actually help you on our campus. And so if you're interested in that, make sure that you go ahead and do that. Yes, my Instagram, thank you, Charisma, is Vision Avant. Vision Avant. All right, I appreciate the comments. Stevie says abundance. Alicia says great info as always. Thank you for this value. I appreciate you for being here. Again, Kiana says, nope, I'm full. Good deal, good deal. And so, guys, make sure that you definitely hit us up and join us in this incredible movement, guys. We plan on definitely impacting so many people in mind, body, and soul. It's bigger than that. I also have, I got something big coming up. Oh my goodness. Can't believe I forgot to mention this. I have something huge coming up, and it's called the Success Circle. And the Success Circle is going to be a group of like-minded individuals. You won't be in the same business. It'll be all different types of businesses, but it's designed to hold us better accountable, to be able to build our businesses in mind, body, and soul, because all of those things are important. And so we have some incredible things coming up for those of you who are interested in being a part of this Success Circle. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. All right, y'all. Well, that is it. Today has been a big blessing. I got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of books to get done. We got a couple books that are going into print and finalized. New collaborators that are on board that are going to be launching some major programs. We just got some good stuff. So I appreciate y'all. Good day and God bless. Bye for now.